It's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on a team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And aren't we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names.
Wide open spaces. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mustangs offense will take the field for the first time. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
That's caught. It's Matthews. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Complete to start this drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This one's complete. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Williams. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll go to the air on third and short. He's going to let it go. Working that left side. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
The Mustangs are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The screen, and watch out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Unloads it left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to fire on second down. Moving out of the pocket. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Line getting set on second down. Here's the handoff. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. And the Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Ferguson. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. He's loose. Past the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, SMU.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by a field goal over Georgia State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying play action. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Using the quick game. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, Dave.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on third. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10.
And first down for the offense.
They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Offense now working in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the RPO, complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll set up to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown Mustangs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's their assault. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The special teams on the field after the declined penalty. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's open on the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Unleashes one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick release by the QB. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a grab right down the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Working that left side now. And he's got a touchdown.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. just missed on the connection, incomplete. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
You know, quarterbacks cannot stare down receivers, especially when thrown over the middle of the field. You've got to look these safeties off. That was going to be a small window to throw into anyway, but staring at that wide receiver made the safety's job so much easier.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Bringing the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or place some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Wants to go up top. He wants to go deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete on the right side. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The field goal is no good, and it is still a 4-point deficit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. He's got the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on 1st down from the 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He wants to throw it again. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Quickly out to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down.
And that is another.
Reads it, fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. The give from the gun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds us back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. It's a seam wide open. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Give to the running back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Pressure coming. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the catch. And tackled there by the defense. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Darisaw.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. He's got it on the right. Runs for the tackle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
To the air on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number 1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number 1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss.